I'm Gavin Simon. I am joined with Zorana Kojic from StormSensor. We are here talking on the Smart Cities podcast, day 2 of the ARC forum, and we're talking everything sustainability and resilience today. Zorana, can we please get a general background of your work, your school, your current role, and a little bit about StormSensor?
Sure. So my background is in environmental engineering. I've worked in the water sector here in Florida, from water treatment to stormwater, with a variety of cities, different manufacturers, as well as contractors. And currently I'm working for a climate technology company called StormSensor. And what we do is we track stormwater in the pipes underground the same way that we get to track on our phones traffic, right? You see when it's green, you see when it's red. We allow cities to see that about their pipes, which is something that they were not able to do before.
That's very interesting. So how did you get into this role?
So I have been interested in stormwater for a while, just because it's one of the last utilities that's not properly metered. So we know how much energy is coming into our homes and coming out, water coming in and out, but we don't know what's going on with our storm system. A lot of the states don't even have incentives for funding. So I just felt like there was an open opportunity to learn more and then provide those services.
That's so interesting. In college, I actually wrote a report about St. Petersburg, where I'm from, and where we currently both are from. And St. Petersburg had a really rough problem. I believe it was like in 2018 of stormwater intrusion and the overflowing of the stormwater, or just the water plants, and how stormwater was just overflowing the capacity that they could even handle. And it was just, and then they had to like release a bunch of contaminated water into the Tampa Bay. And so this is a very, very great industry to be working in, especially in Florida, since we're in Orlando, but in surrounding cities like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Tampa, Panama City. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me the difference between sustainability and resilience? I feel like we hear these buzzwords right next to each other all the time. Give me a general definition of sustainability and resilience, please.
Sure. Sustainability is the ability to continue important functions indefinitely without a loss in quality, while resilience is thriving in the face of change. Right. So typically you want to have resilience, being able to thrive in change, in multiple times of change, and then you'll get sustainability.
Yes. Especially with, I don't want to get too pessimistic, but especially with climate change, we're dealing with these hurricanes in Florida, and stormwater we're having to be resilient and quick on our feet. These cities and utilities are having to be quick on their feet while trying to also provide a quality water to their citizens, especially in affected areas. Yeah,
for sure.
How do you think, where would you like to see StormSensor grow within the state, and how do you think, if given the correct support, what would that support look like, and where would you see the company growing and the industry growing?
Sure. So I think smart cities is a new buzzword, where you're taking infrastructure from industrial systems and tracking, and you're developing that into a city, into a municipality. And what I would love to see is for cities to make better capital improvement plan investment choices for their stormwater by having the correct data. So one of the things that the American Civil Engineers Society has stated is that stormwater has a level D. So we have, so that's how bad they've graded our stormwater system here in the US. And that's because a lot of the stormwater infrastructure is really outdated. It's made for older cities. And so by having the data that we provide, cities are able to make smarter investment choices of where to put the money that they have and provide more return on investment for their citizens.
That's so interesting. I think today at the ARC forum, you've been hearing data, but it's especially important. You can have all of this data, but like, what are you going to do with this data? And so you're saying basically you are informing utilities and cities. Here's your data regarding your stormwater. If you want to invest in it now, then you'll be able to basically curb any further problems or worser problems down the line.
Yes, that's definitely true. And I think that's something that's resonated with the other speakers, the keynote speakers even, of, you know, better investment up front, better infrastructure will lead to better results later.
So this is your first on my ARC forum. We're both first timers. What is your first impression? And also tell me your first impression, and then also tell us a little bit about your presentation today during our Sustainability, Resilience, and Energy session.
Sure. So my first impression is, wow, so many really interesting, smart people, all these amazing companies. I'm learning so much, and definitely interested to learn more from other panelists and speakers. As far as my session today, I'm going to be speaking about digitalization, data, and how that helps with infrastructure. So I'll be giving 3 case studies of 3 cities we worked with, and how the digitalization and the data has helped them make better choices about their infrastructure.
Amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Any final words, or we would love to have the listeners keep in track with you and your LinkedIn and StormSensor's website. How can someone get in contact with you after this?
You are welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn, Zorana Kojic, or just reach out to StormSensor. We're also on LinkedIn there, or just reach out to us on our website.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm really looking forward to your session today. We're actually going to be having an all-women panel today at 2 p.m. You guys better be there. ARC will be posting the video later. Once again, I'm Gavin Simon, your host for today on the Smart Cities podcast. Zorana is here with us, and we both want to thank you so much for listening, and we look forward to speaking with you once again in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.